Hello everyone, Tina here for Simon Says Stamp. I hope your day is going wonderful. I'm so glad you're joining us. Well, I have a fun, chilly, wintry card to share with you. We're using the Simon Says Stamp card kit for January 2026. It's a fabulous kit called The Small Things. Everything on my card today is going to be using the card kit, with the exception of a few little bells and whistles. I'm bringing in some of my Simon Says Stamp metallic silver cord. And then I also am bringing in a little extra sparkle using the Simon Says Stamp Unicorn Confetti glitter. This is an iridescent glitter. This is not necessary. We do have a little bit of sparkle with the Twinkle texture base in our kit this month. I'm just going a little bit more sparkle. And then I'm also going to bring in a couple of die sets. One you may already have. The die set that I'm going to be using is the Pine and Post gift card envelope. I'm just going to be using this little pine needle from this set. This was from our kit last month, and so any pine needle you have would work for the card. And then I'm also going to die cut out a greeting using the Simon Says Stamp sentiment labels die set. This is just handy, but you could use your paper trimmer or scissors to cut out the greeting, so this is not necessary. But let's jump in and get started. We're going to make a frozen Fractal card. The items that we're going to be using today are these. We have the Crystal Snowflake die set with the matching stencil set. We're going to be using our stamp set in the kit, our embossing folder. As far as cardstock goes, we are going to be using the Tim Holtz Silvercraft metallic cardstock. And then I'm going to make my card base with our Nina cardstock, and then I'm going to trim down a couple A2 panels with our Simon's soft navy heavyweight cardstock. I trimmed down my cardstock, so we have an A2 size card base, top folding. Okay, I also have the two leftover A2 panels. We're going to be using one of those next. And then we have an A2 panel of our soft navy, and then I have a strip to create our greeting with of the soft navy, and then I did cut down a strip of the silver metallic craft cardstock. We're going to take our Crystal Snowflake die, and I'm going to place it on some cardstock here. I'll run this through my die cut machine. I'll be right back. Went ahead and placed my snowflake on my Stampin' Stencil mat. Now we're going to take the smaller snowflake stencil. The nice thing about this is there is etched detail of the outline of the snowflake. So this helps you line it up. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in some Simon Says Stamp Pawsitively saturated ink. This is Fawn. I'm also going to be using our Dusk. Okay, we are going to add some ink right over the smallest stencil piece. To me, Fawn is a lot like the color Craft, and I love Craft and blue together. So that's why I chose this color. Okay, we're going to go ahead and remove this. Beautiful. Now we're going to line up our next stencil. Again, there are etched detail to where you know where to line it up. It makes it very easy, especially when you die cut out first. Give that a good press. For this one, we'll bring in our Dusk ink. I think the Dusk is like the perfect match to the soft navy. Now I have a towel that's lightly damp. I'm going to wipe off my stencil while it's on my snowflake. Okay, just making sure that that's wiped off. And keeping this on my Stampin' Stencil mat, this is where I'm going to bring in my Twinkle texture paste. I'm going to add a little bit to my glass surface. And then using a finger dauber, I'm going to lightly go over my snowflake. I'm going to just do some tapping motions. This is going to add that slight iridescent sparkle, but it's still going to allow me to see my the color underneath it. Let's go ahead and remove this. And then we will remove our snowflake. And it's really hard to tell, but you do have that little sparkle. Now before this dries, I'm bringing in a little extra sparkle. We're using Simon Says Stamp's Unicorn Confetti. Let's just open this up. And I'm not going to use very much at all. You could completely skip this step because there is sparkle in our Twinkle texture paste. But I'm just going to add a little bit more. I'm going to put this aside. We'll let this dry. And then in the meantime, I have our A2 panel of our soft navy cardstock. And we're going to use some more of this Twinkle texture paste. I'm just going to take a little more. I'm going to add it to the lid this time. Maybe this, and then I'm going to use that same finger dauber. And this time, since this does dull down the color, I thought we would add a little texture paste on the edge of my A2 panel. So I'm just going to do little tapping motions around the edge of this panel here. That's all there is to that. And again, we're going to bring back our unicorn confetti. And I'm just going to add just a little bit to the edges here too. Not too much. Before this dries. Now I'm going to clean off my stencil. I'm going to wash my dauber. You can actually wash your Twinkle texture paste from your dauber so you can reuse it again. And I'll wash my stencil and I'll be right back. Now we're going to do a little bit of embossing. So I have that second panel of the Nina cardstock. It's again A2. And we're going to use our embossing folder. It's so pretty. It's called the Pixie Snowflake. Just gorgeous. I'm going to add this and we will run this through our die cut machine and we'll emboss our panel here. That is just a stunner. Beautiful. Now we're going to doctor this up a little bit. First off, I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer and we're going to trim a 1/4 inch off. We're going to trim this down to 4 inches. And then we'll trim a little bit off the bottom. So 4 inches by 5 1/4 is the panel size now. I'm going to bring back my Simon Says Stamp Dusk ink. And we're going to use another finger dauber. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of ink here. And I'm going to very lightly go over the raised area of the snowflake. I just want to add a little extra color. And just by lightly going over this, I think it's going to work out fabulous. So now we have a little bit of blue to our embossed background. I'm going to go one step further and use our fawn ink and add some extra color to this. But we're going to be using this tree here. Okay, I'm going to take this. We're going to put this on an acrylic block. And then using my fawn ink, we're just going to pick up a little bit of ink here. Okay, and then with the wide end facing the center of the snowflake, I'm going to add some brown detail to the snowflake. We'll just give it a press. You have to press it pretty good because you're going over embossed detail. There's one, and then in this section here, we're going to pick up a little bit of ink and I'm going to add a little bit more color here. Lovely. And we're just going to rotate this around the entire background. And we have a little section up here that we need to add to. This little tree worked perfect to fill in the snowflake, kind of customizing it. Wonderful. I'm going to take our soft navy panel here. We're going to add some glue and then I'm going to layer this on the front of my card base. And since we trimmed this down a little bit, we have that little sparkly edge along the front of our card base. So I'll adhere both of these together. Now I'm going to take my snowflake. We're going to flip this over and we're going to add some foam squares behind here. And then this is going to go layered right in the center of this snowflake. There we go. So pretty, a two-toned snowflake. I do want to mention the reason we used a finger dauber for the Twinkle texture paste was because if you were to use a palette knife over the ink, it's not quite transparent, but it does leave a little bit of opaqueness, a little bit. You see the difference? So using a finger dauber, you could still see the blue ink. Whereas if you were to use a palette knife, the blue ink wouldn't shine as much. It's just as pretty, okay, but it does leave a little bit of opaqueness. Just wanted to mention that that's the reason I use the finger dauber, so you could see through the blue ink and still have that sparkle. Now we're going to go ahead and add a few little extra details. We're going to stamp our sentiment, and also we're going to stamp this cute little bird here. Let's go ahead and put him on an acrylic block, and we'll stamp this little guy 2 times. I'm going to use my Copic markers to color in the little bird here. These are the colors I'm using. That's all there is to those little birds. I'm going to use my scissors and we'll fussy cut out both of these. And our birds are all done. They're as cute as can be. I do want to mention that Simon does have a coordinating die set for the small things stamp set, if you guys don't like to fussy cut. We'll put this next to our card, and now we're going to stamp our greeting. We have that strip of our soft navy, and we're going to make a birthday card. I'm going to stamp warm birthday wishes. We're going to heat emboss in here, so I'm going to use my anti-static powder. I'm also going to be using my Simon Says Stamp white pigment ink. You could use your watermark ink if you want, but I like to use my white pigment ink because I can see where I'm stamping. I'm going to go ahead and stamp this, and we'll go over this with some white embossing powder. And I'll use my heat gun, and we're going to go ahead and melt this. Just wipe away that powder a little bit. And then this is where the sentiment labels will come in. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. And I'm also going to use this piece here, and we're going to create a little tag with it. So after I cut out this, I'm going to use this on the end, and we're going to create a little tag with our greeting. Okay, and while we're die cutting, we're going to bring in our Pine and Post gift card envelope. Any kind of pine needle you have would work. I'm going to cut this out 3 times with our metallic silver craft cardstock. Okay, just we're going to add a little, with the birds, I think we need a little bit forestry in there. So I'll do this, and I will be right back. I went ahead and put foam tape behind our greeting. Okay, and if you wanted to punch a hole in here and create a tag with it, you could. We're going to do like a faux tag. So I created a bow with my silver cording, and I put a glue dot behind it. And we're going to just layer this right over our snowflake here. It's going to be overhanging a little bit. And then we'll add a little glue behind our pine needles. And I'm going to tuck them under here. Then we'll go ahead and add our bow right here at the end. I'm actually going to trim the tail a little bit more of the bows. Adding a little forestry. Now we're going to add our little birds. For finishing touches, I'm using my Pawsitively Dazzling Gems. Several different colors in here, but since we have blue and craft, I thought we would break it up and add this beautiful purpley color. I'm going to use a glue dot to secure it to the center of my bow. I'm using a glue dot, but of course you can use glue. It just takes longer to dry. And I think just 1 gem is all we need. I think that turned out so pretty. So that's my card project for today, using the Simon Says Stamp January 2026 card kit. It's called The Small Things, and it's wonderful. Hope this gives you a little bit of inspiration. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at simonsaysstamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.